Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be myth busting. I have about 5 things that I want to talk about, give you my opinion and whether or not they're true or not. Most of them are not true, or some of them sort of have an explanation to them. So we're talking about resellers are stealing from the poor, which is simply not true whatsoever. This is targeted mainly to resellers that source from thrift stores. Thrift stores are not what they used to be. I know that all my adult life I've gone to thrift stores. I had kids, I needed to clothe them, whatever reasons. I just liked buying secondhand. It just was ingrained into me as a child because there's so much stuff. You don't need everything brand new. So back in the day, yes, it was more so to help those people that couldn't make ends meet and needed to have clothes or household items. But nowadays, more and more thrift stores, if they do want to provide stuff for poor people, they have programs in place for that. I know that our Goodwill here in our area definitely has a career center. They have a clothing program. They have other programs that people can access. So when we shop at those stores, we are funding those programs. So in essence, we are actually helping the poor. Missions for Bibles is the same thing. It is a more charity-run thrift store here in Ontario. Anyway, I'm not sure their programs are more Christian based. I don't know exactly what they do because I don't shop there very often anymore. Not because it's just because I don't find good stuff there. There are rules here in Ontario for sure. I don't know if it's all across Canada, but if a thrift store or a charity store is not actually a charity store, they have to be upfront and honest. So we have Value Village here, which is Savers in the United States. They have to tell you upfront and honest that they are a for-profit store. I know ours does an announcement every once in a while. It's on a loop, and they say that they are a for-profit store. So just know that going in. And, if you don't want to donate there, don't donate there. If you want to donate to a charity shop, go right ahead. But we are not, as resellers, when we go in and buy items to resell, we are not stealing from the poor. Are we upping the prices of some of those items? I think online platforms, the selling on online platforms, has increased the prices because I think thrift stores are now looking at the comparables. They're looking at comps and going, oh, that's this brand. I know that this sells for that. And so they do up some of the prices. That's for sure. I don't know if that's a reseller fault in a sense, or if it's the program, or it's just the natural evolution of things. So no, we are not stealing from the poor. Don't let anybody ever tell you that. I personally, in my personal life, have never heard that from anybody in my life whatsoever. They have never ever questioned me about what I do like that. So that's really good. So if you are faced with it, just talk about the programs that you help fund, because we spend thousands of dollars a year in different thrift stores that helps fund their programs. The next one, and this one comes about because when people say, oh, you know what, my sales are really slow, what should I do? People are out there going, list, just keep listing, and that'll get your sales. That's not necessarily true. Yes, you should be listing. Yes, you should be fairly consistent in listing a certain amount, whatever it is you want out of your business. But it's more important to list the right things. You have to be listing what is selling. It is no good if I say, okay, I have this little pencil sharpener. I'm going to list 100 of them because I have 100. That's 100 listings. That's fantastic. That's going to boost my sales. But nobody wants to buy this. So you know what? It's really not going to boost your sales. Because if that's all you're listing, if you're listing bad things, you're not going to be able to sell them, period. I'm learning this more and more. I am checking sell-through rates when I go sourcing. I am checking comps just to be sure that what I'm picking up will actually be desirable and will sell. I still fall into a trap once in a while where I'll buy something because I just think it's adorable and somebody will want it. But they're getting fewer and farther between, and I don't spend a ton of money or a ton of time on them as well. So listing is important, but it's just not the only thing about that. You have to be listing what is selling, period. Which actually brings me to automation services. Automation does not guarantee sales. And I have heard this, and it's like, people will say, oh, you know what? I got this service and I didn't up my sales. It's no good. It's no good. It's not doing anything for my sales. Automation is not to do that. That's not why they're there. And as you know, I love Sidekick. I've been with Sidekick now probably close to 2 years. I've never had a problem. You know, they have their outages once in a blue moon, but I've always loved the fact that, you know what, I don't have to share my closet anymore. I don't remember the last time I shared my closet. I don't send out offers unless I want to do a bulk offer at one point. I don't relist anymore either. They're doing that for me. And that's just the very basic service. I love it because now I have more time. Automation buys you time. And with that time, you could research and you could buy better items and you can take better photographs because you have time. You don't have to worry about doing those piddly little freaking tasks that Poshmark makes you do, which we're not going to talk about because I'm sick and tired of Poshmark talk. So automation will not guarantee you sales, but it will help you find time to put into your business. And that I think is worth it. So yeah, automation does not equal sales. Remember that. The next one is Bolos. Buy one. No, be on the look, buy one. Oh my gosh. Be on the lookout for. Now, these are items that are trending, that are popular, that are desirable. And I'm not going to say that Bolos don't exist because they do, and they are good if you can find them. But you know what? They change regularly. They change from month to month, from season to season, from year to year. So you know what? What was a Bolo 6 months ago might not be one now. So you should always be checking. If someone says to you, I'm going to use my pencil thing again, I listed this, it sold in 20 minutes, got to get these. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think what you should do is just sort of take that idea and check it out for yourself. I wouldn't place all of my buying on what one person says. I will check it out for myself to see if these are still selling for that much, see if the market has been flooded, because the market becomes oversaturated. When somebody says this is a Bolo, then everybody finds it and then they list it and then it's available everywhere. So therefore, it's not all that important, right? Oh, I realized I didn't have one of my lights on. Well, that's because it's not plugged in. It's okay, whatever. So with Bolos, they're fabulous to get, but you have to still do the research when you do find them. If you hear about one, I would still do the research, okay? Because the market gets oversaturated. All right, so the last one I want to talk about isn't really a myth. It's more of a misconception or a mindset that people bring to their reselling business. And I think it's because, for the most part, a lot of us are coming from a place of being employed. And then we're doing this business. And being a business owner is much different than being an employee. Okay? So I do think that we do bring that employee mindset to our business sometimes. And I don't want to say, it's kind of like we care too much about what the platform thinks, in a sense. But really, I really want to put into your brains that you're not an employee of the platform. The platform is supposed to work for you. They are a tool that you're going to be using in your business. And only you can decide whether or not that platform is the right fit for you, whether you like it, whether you're tired of it, whatever's going on. Sort of like me and Poshmark right now. Like, I'm sitting down and really thinking hard about my business on Poshmark because they're just showing me over and over again that they're irresponsible. That is my opinion, and I'm not sure where it's going yet. So we'll see. I'm still thinking. I don't want to panic. I don't want to cut my nose off to spite my face or anything else, but I am thinking about it because this is my business, and it's important to me to make that decision. If a platform is no longer performing for me, it's up to me to choose something else or to go in a different direction. So I think it's really hard, especially if you are still working or if you're coming from a place of employment, to get out of that mindset and think, this is my business. I get to make all the decisions. So it's more of a mindset that we're talking about. Anyway, that is it for today. I'm going to leave you with, I have reopened my Posh US account. I'm going to try it over the weekend, see if I make some sales. People are still shipping with Stallion. They haven't told us that you can't. At least mine said, no, you can still do it. You do take a risk that it might be stopped or delayed at the border, but people seem to be it seems to be going through for them, so I thought I would try it because I have to do something, because Canada Post is still on strike. It doesn't look like there's an end in sight, so Posh Canada is pretty much stopped. I did make a sale there yesterday, so I was really happy, but it's pretty much stopped there. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I don't have anything planned for the weekend. I'm just going to take it easy and have some relax time, maybe read a book or something. Anyway, that is it. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Again, I'm babbling. I had a cappuccino. Can you tell? Because I'm like, ah. Anyway, everybody, I'll see you next time. Bye.